Kathryn Bigelow's classic surfandstunts flick is a brilliant hybrid of the action movie and long-haired Californian beach culture. Undercover FBI agent Johnny Utah Keanu Reeves finds himself in too deep with a gang, the ex-presidents, run by the charismatic Bodie Patrick Swayze. It's a film that dwells as much on Bodie and Utah's relationship as it does their crimes. When the film does kick into high gear, it's spectacular, but also tempered with a sense of its own silliness. The remake, by contrast, is full in action. Now Bodie Edgar Ramirez is an eco-warrior pulling diamond heists and detonating explosives. The surfing of the original remains, but there's added base jumping, wingsuit flying, motorbiking, snowboarding and mountaineering, missing that ultimately the original charmed primarily because of the bromance between two similar people on different sides of the law. 5. Planet of the Apes is arguably the first of Tim Burton's duffers. His Planet of the Apes is a misconceived mess that fails on almost every level. As an action-adventure, it's boring. As a sci-fi romance, it's cowardly. Burton originally intended for Mark Wahlberg's human, Leo Davidson, to fall for Helena Bonham Carter's ape Ari, but was overruled by the studio and forced to tack on a scene where he cops off with Estella Warren's Dana instead. Advertisement continue Reading Bella Wand. Crucially, it makes the mistake of thinking that the original was good because it had a twist ending, and not because it was a great film that also had a twist. In the original, the twist, it was Earth all along, makes you reflect on what's come before in the movie, and the overall message about the cost of war. In Burton's remake, it's an excuse for a cheap gotcha moment that makes absolutely no sense and sets up a sequel that was mercifully never made. 6. Get Carter, in which Mike Hodge's tough, highly quotable 70s thriller is reconfigured into a by-the-numbers action flick. In the original, Michael Caine's gangster Carter investigates the death of his brother in a film that deliberately emphasizes grit and realism over Hollywood gloss. In Stephen K's Seattle Set 2000 remake, Sylvester Stallone does the same, but with more action, chases and none of the gritty atmosphere of post-war Britain. 7. Man of Steel. Zack Snyder's Man of Steel isn't a terrible movie. In those gorgeous early teasers you catch glimpses of what a modern Superman film could be. Not a slavish homage to the past. Yes, Superman Returns, we're looking at you and not bland or squeaky clean. This, it seemed, was a Supes in a more realistic world, one who would be forced to break a sweat from time to time. Unfortunately, Snyder then had him break a neck too. General Zod's. The film goes out of its way to justify this decision, framing it as a last resort, the actions of a man forced to make the toughest choice of his life. But the last son of Krypton is not a does whatever it takes hero. He's no Jack Bauer or even Batman. He's a symbol of hope and optimism and, above all, kindness. In that moment and in the complete lack of him seeming to care about all the innocent people dying around him, Man of Steel betrays Superman. Want up to the minute entertainment news and features? Just hit like on our Digital Spy Facebook page and follow on our @DigitalSpy Twitter account and you're all set.